Leo sun, Leo moon, and Leo rising. Time is of the essence. That is what I got from your suggested song. Please look at the video right before this to see the suggested song. 9 of Pentacles. 7 of Swords. This is exactly what I mean. It's like the miracle or the abundance, the play you need to make happens now. The move, and I'm picturing a chessboard, that needs to happen right now. All right, let's see. More on this information. The motivation. The motivation. 5 of Wands. I'm hearing like Meek Mill's voice with the 10 of Wands. It's because this, I'm hearing SHIT, but this is too hard. Whatever this is, so you see that about something. This is too hard. And when you want to make your play, your next move, the strategic move with the 7 of Swords, that needs to happen now. Like whenever you see this, 104 on my timer as I got that out. So change is absolutely in order. And I've been telling you that since January. All right, 111 when I stopped. Queen of Wands, here you go. What's this? With the Empress. What the helly? What the helly? And that's so crazy because someone just texted me that and I'm hearing this. You are going to surprise so many people. There's a lot of vulgarity coming through, so I think you're kind of like in your bag. I'm seeing like Eminem and 8 Mile. But whatever you're about to do is a really big deal, and you will be acknowledged for being able to do this. Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Whatever idea you have or whatever. See, the Swords is interesting because sometimes I feel like, although it's a card of communication, I feel like the communication we have through language doesn't really give this card justice. And that's interesting because language can only go but so far and communication can go further. So it's not something you said, perhaps, but it's the way you acted on a communication. If you can't trip with me, I don't really know how to explain that. Again, words are limited, but there's some way you communicated something. You could have looked at somebody away. You could have been like, you could have been like, see, like you could have just communicated something to someone. Use your hands. I'm sorry that this is vague. All of this is important though, because the words are going to not really do justice here. You have an opportunity to make a perfect play. Can we just be clear about that? And you're going to be seen for making said play. And you're making the play in response to seeing that something else is just too hard. It's just too hard. So let's see this quick action. Judgment. I know that with the 3 of Cups. One more before I say that. And the Queen of Pentacles, interesting. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn energy. It's like you're really trying to decide if, and I feel like I've been talking to you about this, maybe not this language specifically, if your network is as abundant as you thought it was. I'm gonna just let that one sit because that one's personal. That one's intimate. Are your friends doing as much as you thought they were doing? Are they as valuable as you thought they were? 5 of Cups. Or do you really just need to say goodbye? Page of Swords and look elsewhere. 4 of Cups. And kind of just, strategic play could be like, I gotta use chess and you're the Queen of Wands, so let's call you the Queen, right? It's like you realize that your peoples are bishops. Bishops can be sacrificed. And I don't mean that in like a finite or violent way. It's just that if you see that you need to continue to grow, then you can't keep bishops by your 4 of Cups here. Bottom of the deck is the 4 of Pentacles. So 44. But it was 4:29 on the timer when it stopped. Let's see. So it's like, would you believe me if I told you the timer stopped just now on 4:44? So let me cook. You're aware that you need to continue to grow. Like you have the angel numbers telling you growth, growth, growth. And if you want to seize the board, if you want to seize the day, if you want to take control of the chessboard, sometimes you got to let your bishops play sacrifice, meaning you can't really move with the bishop. You got to be the queen. Bottom of the deck, 10 of cups. Let me cook. In order for you to be happy, you need to work on yourself. You need to build yourself. You need to establish a network of extreme value with the Queen of Pentacles, abundance, fruitful as well, because this woman is working on land. 49 on the timer now. Yeah, the fours are chasing you. So it's like you have awareness that you need to construct more in your life. And I'm seeing how the dream world is constructed in Inception. You need to literally build the dream you want to see. 6 of Wands. You're going to feel a bit vulnerable, but your success comes after you do just this. 115 as I got that out. It's the path you need to be on. Okay, so let's see. What do we want to know? What was hard for the Leos? What was hard? Let's do 2 cards, not too much, and they stuck together. Let's see. 10 of Swords and the King of Swords. Ooh, perhaps you're like, it's just not logical. Whatever it was too hard, it wasn't making sense to you. It could be with an air sign, a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius, or sort of like it wasn't making sense communication with this person, Gemini energy. It didn't make sense to continue to be harmonious with this person, Libra energy. And for the Aquarian side, it's like you realize that they weren't as like bright as you. And I said that kind of harshly, but it's real. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Cups. And it could be a lover, right? Or it's just that you want to give. You've been giving, Leo. I want to say that. And you want to give in a reciprocal manner. You want to give where someone else could give too. All right, next steps for the Leo. Let's see that. Next steps for the Leo. 4 cards, right? Let's stay with the 4 energy. Okay, let's see what we get. 8 of Wands, love that. 7 of Cups, okay. Natural. 4 of Pentacles came back out. 7 of Pentacles. 2 sevens now. And you already have the 7 of Swords. That was like one of the first cards that came out. All right, let's see. So these messages about the need to do this change is coming towards you quickly. I may even be like, you might be like, yep, while you're watching this video. Like the confirmation, the messages are coming in quickly. You can see that you have to faithfully grow, right? With the 7 of Cups, yes, you need to assess how to grow. And this looks like a goal, right? You need to assess how to kick the football in the goal, how to be successful. Yes, right? Is this best? Is this step best? Is this going to work? I need to eliminate this. I need to sacrifice this. Something about sacrifice. 4 of Pentacles, Sun and Capricorn card. But with the 7 of Pentacles, you're going to be able to invest in your stability through that opportunity to look at what is working and what is not working as you move on, though. Okay, 401 as I got that out. Still 4s, right? And with the 401, it's like you need to grow to be the one. Like you need to grow as an individual. And perhaps you're like someone who's really bound to their family. And that may trigger you a bit, like, oh, I'm not going to do anything to like move away from my family. I'm not going to do anything to like loosen that connection. I'm trying to tell you that you need to grow as an individual. And it's kind of not making sense for you to perhaps be as homely as you're acting, something like that. I don't know why family came up. Well, I know why family came up, right? That 4 structure, that concept of mother, father, son, daughter, maybe even that. Like maybe you're trying to grow a family with someone and it's been super duper hard. Here we go. And it's not making sense. Okay, now let me speak to the Leo women really quickly. Let me cook. You know that you choose who you are able to conceive with. Goal, goal, gole, gole, gole. That's what I'm hearing. And if you are not choosing that person internally, it's because like the universe is asking that you grow individually, not with this person. King of Wands. Let me speak to the Leo men. Same concept, kind of, but I'm gonna speak outside of the family lens for y'all. But you can apply it if you've been trying to conceive with a woman. You know, whoop de whoop whoop apply the same thing. You could be from the towns talking like that, but let me stop. King of Wands. If a place of business, and this is for Leo women too, just apply it how you need to, is not receptive to the intellect that you bring, right? Remember I said something wasn't making sense. Like you're coming up with ideas, solutions, ways for the company to progress, and they're giving you pushback. You need to move on and grow individually. And all of those ideas that you were presenting, did a card fall, at this company, you need to sort of like finagle that, finesse that on your resume, that you were like, I don't even know how to like describe that, like doing consultation for the company. All right, let's see, let's call it 4 more cards. Outcome for the Leo. Outcome. 2 of Swords, we could do that. Page of Wands. 9 of Cups. Page of Cups. Yeah, with the Page of Wands and Page of Cups, as you push through with the Judgment card here, Libra energy, the anxiety of this change, as you push through, you are going to learn not only how to grow yourself individually, but what satisfies you as an individual. And that's why I'm kind of talking to the Leo woman. Not what satisfies you as the mother or the wife or the daughter or the niece. Please, what the helly? What the helly? Like, I'm talking to Leos. And this may feel a bit like staccato in my delivery, but I'm trying to tell you that you need to grow yourself. This is for you, Leo. Honestly. And the opportunity with this Page of Cups that is on the way, with this Queen of Pentacles energy, with her soiling the land, it's like you can take all of those ideas, all of that intellect you were wasting on a person, on a family, on a company, and plant your own seed money.